to have what you don't want. Does that make sense? You got that stuff sitting in your house, you haven't touched it in years, you haven't looked at it in years, but all you know is you don't want somebody else to have it. And then finally you get yourself a yard sale, and you put 25 cents on it, and as soon as somebody gets ready to buy, oh, I gotta have that! I remember when. There's a time to throw it away. Let it go. Let it go. All those closets. And see, I have a way that I do this, and I might let the cat out of the bag. But it moves from the house to the attic. From the attic to the shed outside. And then from the shed outside, when you get that, go out and do some yard work, I have a plan. And you know what? You didn't know it was there, so you really don't miss it. Until your wife or husband wants to have a yard sale. Because then they say, where's all that stuff that I wanted to sell at the yard sale? Oh, I got rid of it. A time to tear and a time to mend. And guys, this is really for you. A time to be quiet. And a time to speak. A time to love, a time to hate. And we don't like this, but it's true. A time for war and a time for peace. Yeah. But time is something that we all only have a certain amount of. And when I saw this, I said, you know what? How many people in their lives, as they grew up, said, I can't wait to be this big. You know, you go to the carnival and you can't ride something because you got to be a little bigger. So then you get there. And then you say, man, I can't wait till I'm this big. You know, I'm not going this big, it's going this way. And then you get to do that. Then you say, I can't wait till I'm a teenager. I can't wait till I'm 16. I can't wait till I'm 21. I can't wait, you know, then there's that big jump to 55. I can't wait because you think you might be able to retire. Then it's 62, then it's 72. And then what are you doing at 72? I wish I was 10 again. Yeah. You've wished your whole life away. As they stand around just staring at the clock, what gives them even a second in their mind that God has given them till 5 o'clock? So as they stand and burn and waste 4 minutes of their life, well, I got news for you. If you know you were dying in 4 minutes, I got a feeling you do more than stare at the clock. But you know what? They give them time is not a real big deal. Anybody heard of Barton Research? Awesome research group. And this little thing doesn't fit every single person here, but this is the majority. And what I put 10 hours of work for, because some of us might only have 5 hours of work with 5 hours of driving back and forth to work. But you see that green little sliver right there? That's the average person every day. That's 15 minutes, a 24-hour day. If you add that up, 100% of that is 24 hours. So the question I have for you, and it's not about the work time. We all have to work. This is the real world, isn't it? And I tell you what, we do need to sleep, some of you more than others. Some of y'all need some beauty sleep. But there's 6.75 that is your time. What are you doing with your time? Now, you think, I don't even think this applies to the 10 rule, does it? The 10-10-10 rule? It doesn't. That's the little sliver. Now, driving down the road and listening to a Christian station, I hate to say it, doesn't always qualify with spending time with God. Because you know what? They can be listening to the Christian radio station and yelling out the window, hey, you up! Apparently it didn't do much good, did it? Spending time with God is just that. Spending time with God.
That's it.
And if you can't do it for 15 minutes, He might just take you now. And the alternative where you'll be when you come out of your little comatose might not be as pleasant as the one that you just left, does it? You see that right there? That's in Texas. That's a time capsule. Anybody ever heard of a time capsule before? And they put junk in it? Well, I started thinking, and this doesn't apply to any one person, but if these were little time capsules, and these people passed away, and said, go get their stuff. Give me something that represents them. So I threw together these little time capsules, and I said, Maybe he was a hard-working man, right? Here's a pair of gloves. Oh, maybe he had a sense of humor. Or he liked Groucho Marx. I don't know which one it is. What's everybody know? You know? And then this guy over here. Ooh. What was going on? And the time, was he just always, because he's always so busy? Now, I don't know if that was wrong. I don't know if that was just a joke or maybe it was part of his problem. But then, as I started reading, I looked into his day planner. And I flipped through the pages. Nice day planner. Woo. And it says, appointment with Mr. Smith. Appointment with Mr. Johnson. Appointment, 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 appointment. I looked in the back and there was a wish list. What do they call it, a bucket list or something like that? None of them checked off. I look at the other guy's appointment book. It's a little cuter. A date with his wife. Time with his kids. There's a couple of appointments in here because, you know what, reality, there's things that we have to do. But as I kept going through, I noticed this. You know what I noticed most about it? The wrinkles. The pages that were tattered and torn. The things that were underlined and highlighted. Those are the things that I noticed. And I looked at this. Never taken out of the box. Never used. You could probably resell it at a yard sale and get full price. Maybe a gift from somebody that loved it. But I guess there just wasn't enough time. I noticed this. I always noticed this. I kind of love that. And I noticed this. I saw within there and I saw some muscle cream. Must be out there working it out. But then over back to this guy. I noticed this. A baseball that doesn't even have a scuff on it. Maybe there was an intention to teach his kid how to throw. Or maybe how to catch. But you know what? Wasn't enough time for that. What will a time capsule say about you? You know, as we're rushing all over the place and being crazy, got to go here, got to go here. Who reads the scripture here? Who's ever read the scripture here? Be honest with yourself. Because you know what you're going to find out? Jesus was not a speed racer. Jesus was cool. He cruised through. He made sure that every child that needed to be touched, every person needed to be healed. He didn't go, oh, I got to go, I got to go. Jesus had a plan. And you know what Jesus knew? He only had 3 years to do it. And he never ran through and go, I don't have time for you, I don't have time.